Call it the Mash Bowl. New York Giants back at home this week. Jackson Dart has to push ahead without Neighbors and Scattaboo now. Only team's jersey more dangerous to throw on these days than New York's is the team they take on. San Francisco 49ers can't get off a field without someone getting hurt. Left the field without a win last week too.
First time since 2009 that the 49ers have fallen to the Houston Texans.
These two fan bases get each other every week, having to learn new names as backup after backup files in to fill in for another injured starter. San Francisco is still sitting on a 5-3 record though, not sitting on an offense putting up many points recently. 15 versus Houston, 3 for 9 on third down, only 2 red zone trips.
And a little too tall for Jordan Watkins making his NFL debut today.
Sure, Houston's defense is tough, but that's 3 straight games. San Francisco hasn't been able to crack 21 points. All 3, Mac Jones finished up with a sub-90 rate, only 193 yards versus the Texans, just 6 yards per attempt.
That's a ball that Juwan Jennings is going to catch 9 times out of 10. And at this moment, you really needed it.
Could they get Brock Purdy back this week? They thought maybe last week, but that didn't work out. Same with receiver Ricky Pearsall, and at some point, Brandon Ayuk will join the fun. Whoever they have gets a Giants defense that just gave up 38 points. Let Philadelphia convert all 3 of its red zone tries.
Touchdown, Eagles! A new career high for Dallas Goedert.
Have allowed 33-plus points back-to-back games, 26-plus in 3 of their last 4, gave up 4 TD passes to Jalen Hurts, didn't pick him off, a 141 rate allowed on 15 of 20 passing, a hefty 9 yards per attempt allowed.
Loading up, going for a deep ball. It is caught! Jahan Dotson!
G-Men's secondary had fared better versus quarterbacks prior, but rating allowed now sitting at 92 after last week's showing. Wasn't that they didn't sack Hurts plenty, put him down 4 times on just 20 pass attempts. Brian Burns is 10th of the year, sack plus in 7 of 8 games now.
That was relentless from the Giants.
It's decent pass protection to start.
Jones sacked twice by Houston on 32 pass attempts, didn't face much pressure either. CMC, George Kittle, Kendrick Bourne, Juwan Jennings, all with 43 to 45 yards last week. Jennings with 45.
It is caught by Juwan Jennings at the 1.
Bourne, 44.
To Kendrick Bourne. Oh, what a hit. Leveled by MJ Stewart, but Bourne hangs on.
Kittle, 43 more than George.
Jones for Kittle in the end zone, and it is caught! George Kittle, surrounded by Texans!
Remember the good old days, Niners Empire, when the only thing you were worried about was me botching his name? Remember Explorers, the little kids in spaceships? Remember Stormtroopers? Remember? And McCaffrey with 43 receiving yards as well.
Nice move, steps through a tackle, trying to break the Stingley tackle who just got him around the ankles and down.
Only 25 rush yards, 3.1 a carry, so after one good ground game, back to scuffling. Gets a Giants rush defense that hands out king-size candy bars to running backs. They're very generous. Gave up 100-plus yards to 2 guys in one game last week, 150 to Saquon, 10.7 a carry allowed, 104 to Tank Bigsby, 11.6 per given up. They're now giving up 6.1 a run to running backs in 2025. Closest team to them is at 5.3.
And keep the entire front. Oh, sorry, that's Burns. Trying to keep Bigsby inside.
Now to the other mess. I mean, Dart wasn't really messy based on what he's working with or not working with. A 98 rating, 1 TD without an interception, 8 yards per attempt versus the Eagles.
Sets, looks, throws. Oh, that's pretty. Wan'Dale Robinson.
93 plus rate in 4 of his 5 starts, but lost Scattaboo after hitting him for a TD. Rush attack fizzled without him. 68 yards total, 3.2 a carry. Dart took 5 sacks on 24 pass attempts. Giants only scratched out 20 points.
Josh Uche got the strip sack.
They had gone off for 30-plus points back-to-back games behind their Jackson Scat show. Tyrone Tracy takes back over as starting back, 39 yards on 10 attempts last week. Only Wan'Dale Robinson finished with 40-plus yards for New York, 48 on 3 catches.
It's rid of it far side. Wan'Dale Robinson makes the catch.
Wandale, Darius Slayton, Daniel Bellinger, Theo Johnson. Not starting on too many fantasy squads, I don't think. But hey, neither are most of the guys San Francisco just played. Gave up 26 points to a Texans offense that had just looked offensive the week before in Seattle. 9 for 16 on third down.
Stroud looking for 6, open touchdown, Jaden Higgins.
They did hold them to 1 for 5 in the red zone at least, but the secondary dart faces gave up 318 yards to CJ Stroud, 2 touchdowns, a 106 rate.
Somehow Stroud gets away and gets rid of it to Woody Marks, and Marks upended with progress at the 20-yard line.
49ers secondary, allowing a 102 rate for the year, gave up 69 yards and a touchdown to Xavier Hutchinson, 63 yards to Jalen Noel, 49 yards to Woody Marks, TD to Jaden Higgins. Only fantasy leagues with 32 teams were using those guys last week, and there were 6 teams on a bye. They did, however, come up with a pick.
Steps up and he's looking deep. He's got Noel and it's intercepted. Picked off by Diamador Lenore,
which was their first of the year. 0 sacks and 2 QB hits on 39 pass attempts, and to finish it, against a team that ran backwards as often as forwards 1 week before, gave up 157 yards on the ground, 4.4 a carry.
Marks down the sideline and out of bounds inside the 15.
Niners up by 1 all-time over the G-Men. They've met in every round of the playoffs, well, save the Super Bowl, of course, but 8 playoff meetings total. It's an underappreciated East Coast-West Coast rivalry. One of the 8 postseason meetings went to OT, 2011 season.
Hey, we got one more ball game after this one. One more, let's go. Let's finish this off.
For the second time in 4 years, the Giants needed overtime to decide the outcome of a conference title game. This one would have a familiar finish.
From his own 20, lost the ball, and the Giants say they have it, and they do! Knocked out by Jaquan Williams, and Devin Thomas recovered it. Can the Giants now finish the deal?
We're going to be all right. We're going to be all right. I know. We're going to be all right.
Lawrence Tynes hit a 47-yarder at Lambeau Field 4 years ago to send the Giants to the Super Bowl. 31 yards to put the Giants in the Super Bowl against the Patriots. Kick on its way. It's got the distance, and it is good! And Lawrence Tynes has done it again. He's kicked the Giants to the second Super Bowl in 4 years. They beat the number 1 seed in the divisional round. They've beaten the number 2 seed in the NFC Championship.